Americans are losing their minds. Well, hello, you gorgeous donut. The Rapture is causing absolute mayhem over in America, and we need to talk about it, as this has recently taken over my entire For You page, and I'm getting sick of it. For people that don't know what the Rapture is, let me just kind of give you an overall viewpoint of it. So, the Rapture is a Christian belief, prominent in American evangelicism. I don't even know if I said that right. And the basic premise of it is the return of Jesus Christ to earth, and all of the people that follow in his words, in his name, will rise to heaven, and everybody else who is a non-believer will just stay on this earth to continue to pay bills and continue to get their mouth burnt off a steak bake from Greg's. Wait, does America have Greg's? I don't think it does. Well, they don't have that issue. There's one positive of staying on earth. So yeah, genuinely a branch of Christianity in America believes that people are going to fly to heaven, like this. Not like that. A bit. I guess it's a bit more dramatic than just, people standing on their tiptoes. I don't even know if you need to stand on your tiptoes to get there. Do you need a boost? I don't know. Don't quite understand the logistics of this. For everybody else who is a non-believer who will remain on Earth during the Rapture, they have to go through a tribunal phase where basically they have to repent their sins, and eventually, hopefully, they can also rise with the believers. It's all very, dramatic, but these people genuinely do believe that this was going to occur on the 23rd and 24th of September this year. Now, I'm filming this on the 29th of September, so obviously, I'm one of the unfortunate ones that's been left behind. All of those years, growing up in the Catholic Church, all for nothing. Sorry, I don't want to say that too loud, I do have a little bit of trauma of, they're always listening. Didn't mean that one, okay? Just forget I said that. Now, you're probably wondering, why suddenly did people believe it was going to happen on the 23rd or 24th? This kind of came out of nowhere for a lot of people that didn't know about it. Well, this was actually announced by a pastor who I believe is called Joshua Michaela. Apologies if I've pronounced that wrong. But of course, he went on a podcast, as, I imagine it gets revealed in 2025. Obviously they couldn't do that back in the day in Bible times. But yes, he announced on this podcast that it would be happening here, and he's a well-respected pastor within the community, so people obviously believed him.
The rapture is upon us, whether you are ready or not.
Yep. Sorry, the way that he just dropped the R on that Rapture. Can we just get that again?
The rapture is
first time live on the mic, the Rapture. Nah, I can't do that. I have practiced it in the mirror still to master that technique.
Today, what people will hear is God revealing his plan
to his people,
to the people of the world.
Yeah.
God took me to see the future, and then he brought me back. And then in heaven, in a throne room, I see Jesus sitting on his throne, and I could hear him very loud and clear. I am coming soon.
I wonder if Jesus has said that sentence before in another environment. Oh, I'm coming soon, don't worry. Also, I know he is Jesus. I get it. He's literally one of the most famous people to ever exist. But sitting on a throne, a little bit main character energy. I mean, he would end up on one of my videos, if there was, video evidence of this. As if he's like Joffrey in Game of Thrones. Now, a lot of people watching this, especially people, who may be atheists or aren't in religion really, are probably thinking the people that believe this are, stupid or whatever. I can empathize with the people that do believe this, because I grew up, primary school, secondary school, heavily within the Catholic Church. I have been through all of the stages. I have been christened, I've been confirmed, I've been baptized, I've been through the entire thing. I used to have to go to church every weekend, and I always remember this one occasion. I can't remember the year, but I remember them talking in the church about the end of the world and that it was possibly going to happen. I think it might have been 2012. It was sometime, but they kept talking about it in the church, and I genuinely believe on this exact day, I remember going to bed crying because I genuinely believed I wasn't going to wake up because of the end of the world, because of what I'd heard in the church. My mum will confirm that for us. She had to calm me down, so I understand. I know I was a child, but I understand why people, believe these things, is what I'm saying. I don't think they're idiots.
Please pay attention to what I'm going to say. He says to me, on the 23rd and the 24th, 2025, I will come to take my chair.
If I was up there with Jesus, I'd be like, all right, well, which one is it? Is it the 23rd or the 24th, Jesus? This is quite a big deal. I don't think you should be like, I'll come probably the 23rd or the 24th. I need to know. And also an exact time so I can just put it in the calendar, so I can just, pencil it in. Oh, this is the end of the world. 8 a.m. Better be there. Don't be late. on the team's call. I don't know, I just think it's a little bit like, I feel like this should be organised a little bit better. Yeah, I feel like we should have an exact date for this. Now, this led to many people within the community posting clips on TikTok about how they're preparing for the rapture with the hashtag Rapture Talk. So strange that this is how we would deal with something like this in 2025, especially when these people genuinely believe, you know, the end of the world's coming. A lot of these videos included like preparation, survival techniques they're going to use if you are one of the people that stay on Earth, theological arguments like how all this is really gonna go, you know, down, like, you know, logistically, and also warnings for people that do, you know, get put up to heaven and people that stay down. We've got so much to cover in this video, and at the end of this video we're also going to have a look at people who are taking the piss out of these people, because honestly there's so much drama around this situation, so much to unpack. Now, I don't think there's any better place to start than, you know, prior to the rapture. What are people doing when they first heard that the rapture was going to be occurring?
I have tried to record this video like 10 times. I feel like it's time for me to step away from TikTok. I feel like my story is over. I have been so blessed by this, and the Lord has done so much, and I'm so grateful to have been his vessel. And you guys already know, I truly believe with all my heart we will be raptured during Feast of Trumpets this year. If there is some chance that we don't get raptured, I will come back and make an apology video for myself being deceived. And that will be it.
Good move, love. Good move, right? She's covering her back here. Just in case she's not one of the people that goes up. She's like, if I'm not, there will be an apology video. Honestly, love, I don't think we need an apology video. You don't need to apologize. It wasn't your decision. You know, if you've lived your life as well as you think you could have, you don't need to apologize to anybody. Personally, I don't really know what the selection process is here. Is it like the draft in like the NFL? Are they picking the best people first and then, you know, the drips and drabs are at the end? Unsure. But clearly this person is very distressed, you know, and they've got like I think they must have a baby as well. There's a baby seat in the back, unless they've just got a very small husband. I'm trying not to just look at these people and think, oh, you're an idiot, because you actually are a human being. Like, this is a person, you know, that is in charge of a child. You know, they have some sort of responsibility in their life. They're like a functioning member of society. They're not just like stupid. Do you know what I mean? I also find it wild that they're calling it the rapture. Like, it's so dramatic. Can they not just call it like, you know, lovely season? Oh, lovely season's coming. Because then I wouldn't be as kind of overwhelmed. But the rapture, that just sounds so like, poor. When I think of rapture, I just think like, you know, pterodactyls are gonna come and like pick people and then kick people in the face that they don't like. It's all very dramatic. Can we just call it lovely season next time? Or like Tinkerbell time? Tinkerbell time. Come on. Then I'd be signing up. Alright guys, it's nearly Tinkerbell time. I'd be like, oh yeah, thank you. I'm first in the queue. Camped overnight. Fast track. Get me up there right now.
The Bible says clearly, when these things happen in rapid succession, the end times are drawing near. No, we won't know the hour. We won't know the time. The Bible says that only God knows the hour and the time of Jesus's return.
But again, like, why would they tell you the day or give you 2 days but not say the time or the hour? Again, I'm just like, well, you know, are they really prepared for this? Is this just kind of a spur of the moment, like a spontaneous thing? Imagine you're having a work party and they're like, it could be this day, you know, or it could be this day. We're not going to tell you the hour or, you know, where it's going to be or, you know, how it's going to go down. But just letting you know, right? It's either going to be one of these 2 days. You'd be like, no, I'm not going to this party.
But we will know the season. He says, when you see these things, you will know. Israel is surrounded by its enemies. There is wars and rumors of wars. There are weather anomalies unlike anything we've ever seen. There's floods everywhere, all across the world. Texas is flooded. The mountains got flooded. Just Spain and all kinds of other places have been bombarded with weather. The skies have amazing sunsets and crazy weather patterns. There's pestilence and disease and cancer and all kinds of things that just point to what is prophesied in the book of Daniel.
I'm not going to go Bible verse for Bible verse here. You know, I know a few Bible verses, but I'm not trying to get myself into some sort of like holy cipher here. Double XL freshman cipher Bible version's going to come in hard this season. Nah, I'm not really, you know, I don't want to like, you know, beef these people. But I do think they're making a lot of, you know, horrific things about them, which is, you know, kind of odd.
Today's almost 5 days to rapture time. I'm so excited. Who else is excited? There's a guy, his account here, I don't know what his real name is, but he's a riot, and he's making this whole journey so fun. But his account is called Rapture Now. He was just talking about, hey, have you heard that, there's an angel assigned to each person when we get raptured? He was like, I wonder if our pets get raptured too. He's like, dude, I want to be that.
Could you imagine?
Oh yeah, he goes, could you imagine the angel that's just assigned to one little chihuahua? They're going up.
I didn't even think about that. Like, what about the pet? Well, to be fair, right, my dog could. If the rapture was happening and, like, I'll look to my right and my dog's going, just rising to earth, I'm going to be like, come down, you if I'm not going, you're not going. I've raised you. Get yourself back down here on all fours, son. You're not going anywhere. I'll carry you like a balloon if I have to until this is over. Yeah, did anyone think of the pets? Like, are we just like, oh yeah, well, it was nice knowing you, but you're probably going to die now because no one's going to be able to feed you when I get up there. Sorry about that. It is the rapture. Okay, it's not Tinkerbell time.
In all seriousness, today was my birthday, and I was secretly hoping it would happen today. I mean, hey, it's not Feast of Trumpets yet, though, but...
It's very main character energy. Honestly, I thought the Lord would have the rapture on my birthday. Just a big birthday present. It would have been a grill. That would have been great.
My next birthday will be a heavenly one. How exciting is that? But we're just sitting outside under the stars and under the lights, just having a cup of tea and just thinking about what the next few days hold,
I don't know, like, it's interesting that these people are so calm about it happening, because I would be pretty stressed if I knew in like 4 or 5 days that I was going to do, like, go up to Earth, go up to heaven, leave everything behind. I think I would be really stressed. I don't know what I would be doing, but I would be doing things. I don't think I would be having a cup of tea. But again, I'm not prepared for this. These people have been preparing for this for years, which we're going to see later in this video.
Hi, so this is my last video. It's Monday, September 22nd. Sorry I sound like this. I've been crying all morning, just so excited to leave this place and be raptured.
The way they're talking about it as if like it's something so chill, Yeah, honestly, just can't wait to leave here and get raptured.
Would not make it. You care more about your own sense of justice. You don't even seek out my righteousness.
I don't even know what this
You think that I am not devastated. I am. Oh, God.
See, I feel like this is the most valid video we've seen yet, because this is how I would be reacted. Everyone else seems so chill. This is how I would be reacting. The end of the world's coming. Why aren't people freaking out? Why are people prepared for this? There has been various people going crazy in shops as well, going like full Karen mode.
You came over to me, mother. I didn't come over to you.
Move yourself from the...
You!
Ma'am.
Shut the up! You all better repent! Because the kingdom of heaven is at hand! Shut the up, bitch!
Sorry, like, I know I'm not involved in the whole, picking process of who gets to, be raptured, but I feel like, this has probably, harmed your chances. I don't feel like, when, God is doing the reviews of everyone, he's gonna look at this. It's like, when you're naughty just before Santa comes. I know Santa, isn't obviously real. Like, if you're gonna get coal for Christmas, if you're naughty, especially right before Christmas, you're not gonna get, exactly what you want. And I imagine it works the same, I don't know if the Lord has recency bias or he judges you, across your whole life. I don't think that this is a good example of yourself that you're setting. Again, I am trying to be as respectful as possible. Hopefully I am being respectful during this, because I don't want to mock anyone's religion, especially when this is, I know many people that are, heavily devoted, Catholics, Christians, etc. Now we've covered people's, initial reactions to it. I want to move on to what people, the first steps people are taking to prepare for the rapture, basically.
Hey guys, alright, what did I do today to prepare my home for the people that are left behind? Let me show you. I got these at the Dollar Tree. I just wrote these on here, like little notes. I also bookmarked some scriptures. There's the scriptures for you. And I wrote this in every single one of the books.
Lord Jesus, I confess I'm a sinner. I believe you died for my... Wow, she wrote that in all of the books. Like, this is someone, you know, who obviously her faith means so much to her. Like, this is not just a couple of words. This is, you know, she's wrote paragraphs in all of these books. Clearly, this whole situation means a hell of a lot to her.
In every single one of the books. So hopefully, these books end up in the hands of people who will need them. All right. See you tomorrow.
Oh, so she's leaving these in her home for people that are left on Earth to possibly, I don't know if they're like looting her house after she's left. They're going to find the Bible and go, oh, actually, like, you know, if I read this, maybe it's there and I don't need to loot anymore because I'll be up there. That's actually really wholesome. The fact she's like trying to help people that she believes will be, you know, stuck on Earth. It is kind of funny that she's just like, you know, confident that she's going to be picked. Just like, yeah, obviously I'll be picked, but you know, the next door neighbor, not too sure on him. Okay.
So yesterday I posted a video asking what are we doing to prepare our homes as Christians for the people who are left behind. And so just today I kind of made a little list of like what I could think of. If anybody else has anything that they're specifically doing in their house, please let me know.
I'm like leaving loads of like Home Alone traps, and I'm also having cameras around which have a direct feed to my phone, which obviously will be going up there with me. I'm bringing a charger too, so I can like just watch people kind of crumble on Earth while I'm feasting eternally. That's what I'm doing for my home.
My house is never truly clean because I have a toddler, but this is the things that I've kind of come up with. So like here's my little list. And then I went ahead and did these, and I laminated them.
Sorry, what? She's laminated them as well, of course. How much time does this woman have? I laminated them all, double-sided as well. I've left a little quiz for people in case they get bored. Little Bible quiz.
And then...
What does that say? Do not take the mark in your hand, forehead. The government is lying. What? Wait, is she leaving like conspiracy theories for everyone else? Is she trying to like stress everyone else out when she's up there? The bastard!
And then I did a letter to people, and I'm gonna leave it.
Christ, you know, if you did somehow end up in this woman's home, probably shouldn't have said Christ there actually, you're gonna go in and you're gonna be there for hours. It's almost like you're reading like James and the Giant Peach. There's so many things to read. This kind of reminds me of the plot of the movie Bird Box, for anyone that has seen. What are the rest of us gonna be doing down here? How are we meant to read this when we can't take the blindfolds off?
But, I mean, I'm trying my best. I'm trying my very best. I've never been through this. I just want people to have as much preparation as they can. I'm gonna go to the store today and stock up on Bibles and some other things like candles, because I think that there's not gonna be any power. I don't know. If there is, cool. If there's not, at least we've got that covered. So anyways, let me know in the comments if you're doing something and add it to my list.
This woman clearly believes that this was going to happen, and obviously, you know, it hasn't happened yet, unless there's a little bit of a delay. You know, I don't know what time zone they were kind of talking about with the 23rd and 24th. But it is wild that all of this has kind of come with people just kind of believing that the rapture is real.
I have been a prepper for many years, probably about 6.
Well, were you going to tell anyone? You could have told us. I've only got a couple of days, love. You know what? It's been actually, but like when I found out about this, I think I only had like 2 to 3 working days to deal with this. You've been at it for years.
I would just take a little bit of money out of each paycheck and buy things like weaponry and things that you use in that weaponry, and then bulletproof vests and gas masks and go bags and medical supplies and food storage, and I can.
Wait, so she believes that she's going to be staying on Earth, right? Unless she's expecting to go up there and really cause some havoc. But obviously, I think they'd see that coming, right? Oh, love, where you going with that machete and gas mask? You going up there with that, are you? Bit weird, not very loving. Or is she going to be like one of the raiders? Is this like the Purge? Is she going to be the one that knocks? Is this the type of person that we're going to be boarding up our houses against?
I've got a stockpile of canning and dry goods and lots of medical supplies, antibiotics. A couple times a year I would go to the doctor and say that I had something that you would get a common antibiotic for, and then I would get them and stockpile them. And
well, that's a little bit of a dick move, innit? Taking other people's antibiotics just because you want to like hoard them. Antibiotics like expire as well, don't they? Obviously I know it's different for every single antibiotic, but they're not like eternal, I'm pretty sure, especially, you know, some of the over-the-counter ones. This is mental. Like, this is mental. I guarantee during the pandemic, this person was the person, you know, stealing all the toilet paper and pasta, you know, stockpiling it. Okay, so before we move on to people waking up on the day of the rapture happening, I want to take a look at some of the tips that people have given us.
Rapture trip tip number 5. When you finally start moving up into the air, I recommend that you don't hold on to anything. I definitely don't recommend looking down. I think we learned that lesson from Lot's wife. Okay, just keep calm, take a deep breath, slowly release it, and keep your face looking upwards. And pray you're not on the toilet.
Surely this has to be satire. Surely it has to. I don't think it is though, because loads of people have stitched it, and people have like went on her profile and realised like she's done serious ones about it as well. Obviously, sometimes it can seem a bit ridiculous, which makes me instantly think it's satire. But I don't think that what is. I just love that, you know, some people were going to be holding on to things when they were going up into the air. You know, like they're the ones that are picked, and they're like, I can't do it. No. I'm not doing it. I'm staying down here. I've bought too much pasta. I've got to get me value for money before I go.
Don't forget to unlock your phone. If you are a pre-tribber like myself and you truly believe that Jesus is going to come and rapture his church here possibly within the next week, if not any day now, don't forget to unlock your phone, because I know a lot of people are writing letters or maybe even just doing things on their phone, like in the notes and whatever. Unlock your phone. Like, I couldn't do that because I have bills to pay. I still need that information. So I just wrote my phone, my code on a piece of paper with a little message, and I took a picture of it and I made that the screensaver on my phone. I just want to encourage anyone who does believe.
Again, it's like, who are you unlocking your phone for? Like, do you not believe that your family's gonna come with you? Who really needs to see what's on your phone? Damn, I really wish I could have just, you know, saw a Clash of Clans village just one more time. Just one more time before she went. Now, one of the wildest things that I think's happened within the rapture is people, prior to it happening, selling all of their items. Some people have even sold their homes. I wish I was kidding. So this was reported in the Daily Express US. I gave away my home on the day of the rapture, then it didn't happen. Like, bruh, surely you've got like a safety plan, you know, like just in case it doesn't like this doesn't go down, you've got a backup. Were you really so confident that you were gonna be picked that you gave away your home? You didn't even sell it? It's such a big house. How are you meant to explain this to your family? Oh, Mum, what happened to your house that, you know, you worked your entire life for? Oh, I just gave it away because I thought that, you know, it was the rapture, and I just thought, I don't know, love, honestly, I haven't got an idea. Kind of f***ed it that time, didn't I? Now, some people have kind of just done car boot sales or like garage sales to get rid of their items. Are they selling these things or just giving them away? Also, like, if I was in America, I would be using this to the best of my ability. You know, like, before I'd done YouTube, I used to, like, you know, buy and sell things on eBay and Gumtree. Like, I'd go to people's houses, buy things, do them up, and then sell them just as, like, a hobby. I'd be raking in the cash with this. I'd be like, oh, yeah, you're not going to need that lawnmower, you love. No, don't worry, I'll take that off your hands. Right, I'll take this stress off you. You don't want any stress when you're going up, love. Probably slow you down. I'll take that, don't worry. I can't believe people have actually, like, gave away all of their possessions for this. This is one of the wildest things I've ever seen. Can you imagine how they're feeling right now? Like, a lot of people would be like, you know, I've lost my faith. Like, I've lost my entire life because I give everything for this one moment, and it didn't even happen. Now, before we get into looking at the aftermath, I want to have a look at the day, like the couple of days that it could have been on. What were people like on these days?
Good morning. I am reporting live. It is 7 a.m. September the 23rd. Here in Asheville, North Carolina, and I wanted to show you guys something. Check this out. I have been up since about 6 a.m. before sunrise. Actually, I think I woke up at 5 a.m. I've been watching, and I haven't seen anybody floating upwards. So maybe it hasn't happened yet, but don't worry.
I think it was 5 a.m. love. You were an hour late. Actually, I think it was exactly, you know, on midnight. Probably why you missed it. Right, you were too late, love. If you're in the house, you probably, like, in your sleep, like, got risen. But you hit the roof and then you just dropped because you have to be outside at the time. That was, like, part. You should have read the terms and conditions. You know, it's all in the small print sometimes.
It's happening. It is happening. It is happening. This is it. It's happening.
They could have at least, you know, turned the camera around, because we've kind of just got to take your word for it, love. This could have occurred, by the way, but everyone might have just been evil. Okay, so obviously this person is like crying their eyes out, and the text says, I've been waiting to be raptured since yesterday. I've been watching the sky and haven't seen anything yet. Please tell me it's still happening. Jesus, don't do this to me. Please, I need to be with you. This is actually quite sad, because clearly, you know, this person doesn't feel fulfilled on this earth. Clearly they don't feel fulfilled on this earth, and this was like their last chance of happiness. And obviously, like, this is going to be a bit of a kick in the teeth if you are the one that isn't chosen, or it just doesn't happen at all. I really do feel for these people. Like I said in the intro of this video when I was describing, like, I don't actually think these people are idiots. Some people take it too far, I will admit that, but I do think it's pretty sad that, you know, these people have been led to believe something when it hasn't actually occurred, and they've built their entire life around this happening. And obviously, as the 23rd and the 24th passed and still no video evidence of anything occurring, you know, there was quite a big aftermath of people talking about it. And obviously people were doing their so-called apology videos they promised they would do if they weren't chosen.
The rapture didn't happen like I said it would, and I promised that when it didn't happen, by the time that I said it would, that I would upload a video of me publicly apologizing and repenting of my failed prediction. And I want to acknowledge that it wasn't me saying it might happen. No, I was like fully convinced and repeatedly said in all of my videos that a rapture would happen sometime on September 23rd or the 24th or across both dates.
And, you know, you said this as fuck. You know, in reality, it was just a prediction, right? But you said it with absolute certainty, which made people believe you, son. Don't say things with absolute certainty if you're not certain on them. Then you won't have to release an apology video.
Don't give up hope. Don't give up hope. Jesus is still coming. To the scoffers and the mockers, my heart goes to you. Because I know real soon you won't. You won't be scoffing and mocking. You'll realize that it was true.
This is actually kind of cold, this, to be fair. This is like some sort of like villainor. Like, genuinely, this is cool. He's like, to the mockers and scoffers, you won't be laughing soon. One day I will rise. Literally. I will be waving down at you.
Hey, to the person who sold me their car on September 21st, if this is September 24th and the rapture didn't happen, you're not getting your car back.
See, this is what I like. People using this as an opportunity to be opportunistic. This woman saw her opportunity to get a good deal on a car, and she took it with both hands. She was like, oh, you're going up there? Guess you'll not be needing that polo, will you, love? Right, pass it to me. I'll take it off your hands. Don't worry. Oh, it's going to be a pain. You know, you'll probably have to pay road tax still up there. I'll take it off you now. Take all them worries away. Now, just to end this video, I do want to take a look at some people that have made videos about the rapture, kind of more lightheartedly taking the mick out of the whole situation, just for some, like, comedic relief, because this has been pretty deep at some points. Left this for my family to find on Rapture Day. And as you can see, you know, they've, like, obviously, you know, it's almost like they've been Thanos snapped here. Just their clothes left behind. You know, he got raptured doing what he loved, gaming on top of his Captain America shield rug. You know, it's a great way to go. Somehow his Apple Watch fell off as well. I'm not too sure if he kind of undid that. And, you know, hopefully he can see up there, but he left his glasses behind. I don't know if they've got like an optician's up there. Someone put this on Facebook: fill a bunch of blow-up dolls with helium and release them and watch these people lose their minds thinking they missed the rapture. Yeah, this is just cruel. This is just very cruel. I think even people who don't believe in the rapture will start freaking out. Don't do this to your local community.
Okay, me and Max are ready for the rapture. He's not going either. He didn't want to go. He's gonna stay with me. You're not going, right, Max? You're staying, right?
Why is he just sitting with the hat on? If I try to put anything on my dog's head that resembled that, he just would not have it. At least people are using this for fun. Hopefully you have enjoyed my coverage of this. Let me know what you think about this. However, if you want to watch a video from me where I react to Americans being very, very odd, click this video right here. Genuinely, it will baffle you more than this one.
Kirkham, baby.